everyone. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome. How are y'all feeling? How was that Mother's Day for those of you who were on territories in which that was celebrated yesterday? And what else? May Day. How was May Day for those of you who look at a lot of VTubers online and would probably saw a bunch of maids? Hi. Hello, Officer Hopkins. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hello, Osis Fury. Welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hello, Leo. Welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hello, Vorador. Hi, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hello, Rancor. Welcome. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Zach Matthews. Welcome. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Mandy. Welcome. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Rita. Hi, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Witch! Hi, Witch! How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome! Astroman, welcome. Hi, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome! Hello. Hello. Just today. How are you? I am happy. I am excited. I don't know if you noticed that I put the chill VGM on, and that is because I really want to try and make this a chill stream, like a comfier stream, mostly so that I don't put pressure on myself to advance any faster, because I know that we go slow, but that's you have to admit that's kind of like on the writing, like that's part of the contract. If you're watching an Ely Art stream, you know it's gonna be slow, but I still can't agree to that apparently, and I still get super nervous and stuff. But I'm so happy today, because I just found out today. Listen, you guys know, you've been here before, you've heard me talking about this so much, but I'm such a big fan of Dracula Daily, right? And this year I'm doing it again, even though I've already read the book last year. I'm doing it again. And how is it that just now I found out there's a movie coming out this year that is like a proper, accurate, faithful adaptation of one of the segments of Dracula. And I just found out today, and it's happening in like 2 months. So that means this movie's probably gonna be a failure. Nobody's talking about it. Not even in the Dracula Daily fandom we're talking about it. And it's insane. But I'm so excited. The last voyage of the Demeter. It's how am I just now finding about it? I'm so freaking excited. It looks like it's gonna be so freaking good. It looks first of all, it's kind of like, it looks like it's gonna be a horror movie, like proper horror movie. But it's not gonna affect me because A, I technically know everything that happens supposedly, and B, it's not really like, I don't know. It's not hitting, even though it is supernatural, it's not hitting a supernatural because it's Dracula. I'm so intimately familiar with the story of Dracula that it doesn't scare me in that way. And so I'm so very excited. Whoa, Witch, no spoilers! No spoilers for anyone who hasn't read it! Why can I not hide your comment? Hide your comment! No spoilers! I don't know how to get your comment. There. It's not spoilers! It is! For anyone who hasn't read the book, it's spoilers for the movie. But I'm so excited. I'm really excited. We also have another movie coming out this year that is Dracula related, but it's a completely non-canon parody comedy, and I'm really excited for that one too. But that one is like, you can enjoy without having read Dracula because it's completely non-canon. It's related. But Witch, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. And I'm really excited about it, so we can talk about the movie, and we can talk about I didn't know that you like Dracula. I'm so excited. I really love Dracula too. We should talk about it. We have found yet another fandom that we can talk about. Holy shit. What are we talking about? I I'm talking about Dracula. Surprise, surprise, I'm talking about I shouldn't be. I should be talking about the drawing. But I'm talking about Dracula. Rexy, welcome, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome! I love vampires. Dracula and Carmilla are my favorites. I tried to join Carmilla Weekly last year, and it was coming out at the same time as Dracula, and I just couldn't split my heart that way, so I ended up not reading it. And this year I was like, maybe this year I do Carmilla Weekly, but no, this year I'm doing Dracula Daily again. I just really fucking love Dracula. One movie, we're talking about a Dracula-related movie that's coming out this year called The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which adapts a segment of the Dracula book, and according to the trailer, it seems as though it's going to adapt it fairly accurately, fairly faithfully to the spirit of the novel, even though it's gonna have to add a lot of bullshit that doesn't exist in the book, because it's adapting a very short segment of the book. So it normally movies fail at adaptations because they have to cut so much information out. In this case, there's just not enough information for a movie. They're gonna have to add their own shit. But I think, based on the trailer, I think they're like really capturing the spirit of the novel, really capturing the horror of it, and I'm really happy about it. Also, Ellie worrying about spoiling the chat on a 126-year-old book. Well, I hadn't read it until last year, so I believe a lot of you probably haven't either. Ow, that was my tablet. I hope you didn't get hurt, tablet. I hope it's okay. Wait, it's all based on one chapter? Yes. Yes. The entire movie is based on like half a chapter. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do about it, but I'm so excited. I found out today. Remember like 5 minutes ago when I said the lo-fi BGM was gonna help me remember to make this a comfy stream, chill stream? Wonder where that went. Anyways, I had to read Dracula as part of my curriculum. Damn, I wish they had. Well, no, actually, I don't wish I had Dracula forced on me as part of a curriculum anywhere, because reading Daily Dracula was such an experience, and one of my best experiences ever. So I'm glad that I didn't have it tainted beforehand. I'm not gonna admit reading it when I was 13 and triggering my emo face. That's perfectly understandable. Actually, in 2 separate English schools. Damn, I was told to read when I was studying English. Which, again, I don't know how recent I should call that experience, but I was told to read Lord of the Flies, and I hated it when I was reading it. But in retrospect, I don't think I hated the story itself. I think I hated the way that they had us analyze it and stuff. I would probably enjoy it if I read it today without teachers and stuff. I need to get started on the actual art. By the way, can someone explain what Dracula can actually do based on the books and not movie-based powers? Based on the books, the only canon powers is shape-shifting into wild animals and shit like that. Technically, if you extrapolate from every single vampire related happening on the book, you could also include turning into mist and sort of like listen in or feel the environment of victims. Control animals, and sort of like defy gravity a bit. Yeah, that's I'm pretty sure that's all the thing. He's not depicted flying as like a vampire just flying, floating like Superman, but he is depicted scaling walls in unnatural, non-human capable ways. Yeah, so those are the powers that are canonly established. He doesn't become dust in the morning, he just weakens in sleep. Yeah, but other vampires in the same book are canonically depicted as turning into mist / dust and stuff. Is Dracula written in all English or more modern style of writing? It's definitely... It definitely has some expressions and vocabulary that are older. There is like glossaries and dictionaries and like expression guides that I used last year, and they are already circulating this year again. But it's not like ye-olde English. It's very understandable. It's just some expressions and some vocabulary do require some googling. It's a collection of diaries and letters, which is why it's so fun to read on the daily format, on the Dracula daily format. One of the books we have in Polish curriculum is also The Hobbit, which made me laugh a lot because it was my first book ever. As in, before I could even read it, was the book that would be read to me. And then I read it on my own a bunch. That is so nice. That you got to study a book that you were so very familiar with. I read Camila a bit later, and I felt something inside me knocking on my soul, and I didn't find out what it was until 9 years. That sounds like a common experience for people, right? By the time we had The Hobbit in school, I had memorized it word per word. Holy shit, you're a very big fan. I've never read The Hobbit. I tried reading Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I found it very difficult. This one is kind of like, it has expressions and words that are kind of like not used today, but it's very easy to find glossaries and dictionaries and stuff. I used to read Dracula, but I dropped it because of the letter format. Really? It's one of my like favorite parts of it. Why is he biting his thumb? Who's biting his thumb? What? Who's biting his thumb? Dracula is just a funky grandpa who wants to take a trip to the fish and chips country. More funky adventures. That is actually like one of the things we do in Dracula fandom is we call him a Tiabu. Dracula. We draw Dracula a lot with like the British flag on his shirt and on his on a poster on the wall and everything. Like very England fanboy. Anyways. Now that I got to the bottom of the chat, let me show you what I did on this time around. Remember that I said I wanted to, like, maybe I'll rush the line art so that we can actually have some progress on stream and you guys don't have to see me do the line art, which is like a very boring part. And then she didn't. Well, that was a fucking lie. But what I did was I watched some tutorials. I studied a little bit more. I got some references because there was something I wasn't liking. And it was one of my common mistakes, common bad habits. I have one very common bad habit in drawing that I'm going to explain to you right now. I'm going to explain right now what is my bad habit that I fixed by restudying references again. I have to do that every drawing pretty much, because if not, I don't notice that I'm engaging in my bad habits. So I'm used to like the way I studied anatomy was like with proper Western cartoons / comics, blah blah blah, which are based on real anatomy. That means that you study like the skull, the oval part of the skull, then you do the rest of the head, right? And then you connect the head to the skull, and then you divide it in thirds, and then like the thirds are like the brow, the mouth, and the blah blah blah, whatever, right? Like I started with like proportions that don't really apply to the animal world. If you look at this, I'm gonna lower the opacity right there. If you look at this, like you see that the skull is here. We have the skull here. I drew it before, but oh my god. But basically, I was just putting... Can I stop messing up with the layers? I was putting both eyes like in the front of the face. If you look at this skull, right? If you look at the skull, both eyes are based on the real anatomy of having it in the front of the face. You know? Like you have an eye, you have another eye. They're both facing the same direction. The anime world doesn't actually work like this for most professional artists. When you look at very professional artists, one thing that just keeps confusing me is that the eyes are a lot more separate than you think. So if you have the eye here, one of the eyes here, one thing that I'll notice is that the other eye, if the character's looking like in this direction, like looking at the camera, I'll notice that the other eye is always a lot further away than what I think it should be. And now I'm exaggerating it for the purposes of explaining this. But that's what I did here, and it feels better. I just moved the eye so that instead of facing both, like, instead of dragging this as like a facing forward rectangle that just faces in this direction, I just grabbed this eye and I moved it. And I moved it here. So this used to be closer here, looking like at the front, and now it's just out towards the other side of the head, which doesn't feel right to me based on the way I studied, but it just looks better in anime. It just does. And then I also, I had done the cheek like way too low for the angle. Like the cheek was here, and there was something I wasn't liking it, so I moved it higher up. I just moved the cheek up. And then as I was moving the cheek up, I realized that because of the angle, I also wanted some separation between the chin and the neck to have like this angle here. So I added that, and now I'm liking it a lot more. I also changed the hair. I defined it a lot more. I defined it a lot more because I was not vibing with the blocky structures that I had laid down. And now I legitimately think I'm pretty much done. Except for like, what am I missing? What am I missing to actually start the line art? Is there anything that I'm missing? Like legitimately, if oh yeah, another thing that I did was, I was getting tired of the stupid hand. I was getting very tired of the hand, which is here. So I just went to the mirror. I just went to the mirror and just posed my own hand. I was tired. I thought, you know, I'm not gonna find references of the exact hand pose that I need unless I spend hours and hours looking for it. It's gonna be faster if I just grab a mirror. And so I did that, and now I like the hand. Look at the hand. It's very functional. It's better than the other, actually. Now that I'm looking at it. Wait a second. Oh shit, now I don't like the other hand. Well, that's fine. I'll grab a different mirror later. I'll grab a mirror again on the other hand, and the good thing I have hands. Good thing I have my own hands that I can pose when I want to. I understand what old phrases mean, but I don't understand old sentence structure. Well, this one doesn't have old sentence structure, I don't think. BRB gonna read Drake the Cool again? No, wait, which? Don't! Let me talk to you about Dracula Daily first. Let me be a missionary for my cause and sell you on Dracula Daily, please. My bad habit is that I suck. That's not a bad habit, and that's not true. You can get better if you want a new practice, I promise. You studied anatomy on Lucky Luke? Who's Lucky Luke? Anime eyes sure are a thing, especially when you're trying to make 3D model of an anime character and realize the eyeballs are touching inside the skull. Yeah. When you try to make an anime sculpt, you realize that you cannot use normal like sculpt techniques. You have to adapt them because it just the anime anatomy is just not. It's not the same. It's based on real anatomy, but the stylization is very different to other stylization techniques. Well, because the face is curved. Yeah, I know. But let's just say that I study anatomy differently. It's like how you fix an ugly baby. Maybe I'm feeling a lot more confident with my art now. I'm feeling a lot more confident with this piece specifically. The face is better drawn as a cut in half cylinder. I like my faces drawn with a lot of like plane and angles. Is that true? I've never drawn real people, so I don't know. I started with Western stylization studying. Those are short stream. Congrats though. What do you mean a short stream? So Wong, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Enjoy your. I fixed some more stuff in my art. How? What? How's it going? It's going. It's not even going. I barely started, and all I've done is explain what I've done off stream. Lucky Luke is one of the best cartoonists ever. Oh, Lucky Luke is only one of the famous fictional cowboy, a Western cartoon, if I'm. Oh, a cartoon, not a cartoonist. I've never heard of it. Anime face anatomy is based off cats to look cute. So what's a Lucky Luke French? I don't know. I've never heard of it. But you know what? That would explain why I struggle with it when I get like. My training tries to revert back to Western human stylization. And I completely missed what I was going for? Oh, I absolutely did. Because I didn't recognize Lucky Luke. I have no idea who that is and I don't know what it looks like. But yeah, anyways. So, as I was saying, guys. Is there anything I'm missing before I jump to line art? Is there anything you guys are noticing? Because I'm noticing nothing that I'm missing. I think I have it all. I have the scales up here, the scales up here, the scales down here. I have the body in general. I have the clothes. I have the bag. I have the hands. I'm gonna fix this on later, but I do have the hands. I have the face. I have the ears, which just needs like a little bit of detailing, but this is fine. It's fine. You could say that I'm missing my jewelry, but I wouldn't be wearing it on the beach. If I had it on the beach, it would be like in my bag. And I guess I do have this, but I'm not sure it's gonna actually show up. I'm not sure I'm actually gonna like include the bottom of the body in the finished cut. So I'm not like necessarily stressed over it. Not necessarily stressed out. That looks bad. But as I was saying, not necessarily stressed over it. A tail ring, gem. Yeah, I was thinking. The thing is, I don't really use jewelry on the beach. It's not good for the jewelry. It's not good for your anxiety. Like the ocean is not gonna be safe for jewelry, and the sand is gonna be very annoying on the jewelry. And it's just not the best experience to have jewelry on the beach. So I don't think I would actually have it on me. You know? I always avoid using all my jewelry when I'm on the beach, personally. So I didn't even think of depicting it on the art. Lord Peace, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome! How are you? How are you? Yeah, the gem. Yeah, the gem is the one thing that I'm like, maybe I should include it. Maybe I should include it. But I think it would just be safe at home or in the bag if I had to say that it's with me. Why would I need to shapeshift on holidays anyways? Why would I need to shapeshift on holidays? You say you never part with your gem. Also, you're gonna attach it to the bag. I would have it in the bag. I normally take all of my stuff in the bag, except for like the clothes, the clothes I literally have to wear, and the towel and or pareo, which half the time, more than half the time, pareo is still on me instead of on the bag. Because I'm wearing it, as I explained before, wrapped around like a skirt. But I normally just prefer only carrying stuff on a secure beach bag. and not having to worry about... As I said, jewelry in the beach is like, anxiety inducing. Because you're gonna have very good chances of losing it on the sea. Getting it super dirty with the sand. Like, it's not a good time. A tail ring? Why would I use a tail ring on the beach? First I'm concerned this is already line art? No. This is very messy. This is extremely messy. You'll see. I'm trying to change the way I do line art. Not change, but I'm trying to practice thin lines. And I'm trying to practice not being completely... This is going to sound incredibly untrustworthy for you guys. Because I always say the same shit. But I do want to practice trying to not care so much about every single detail of the lines. I want to try and practice doing a little bit faster of line art. I love Lucky Luke. I've never heard of it. I'm good. How are you? I'm good, Lord Peas. I'm good. I'm excited. I'm so happy today. I'm excited. I found out something is happening this year that I'm really excited about. To look like Ellie, I understand that. This is an illustration, not a real... This is an illustration, not a real trip. This is an illustration, not a real trip. I need to remind myself of that. Okay, being that I am reminding myself of that, how about this? Hear me out. Hear me out here. Since this is not a real trip to the beach, and it's just an illustration, and it doesn't have to be accurate, we already threw accuracy out the window anyways because I got myself a much more interesting swimsuit than everything I normally wear. So how about, instead of what I would normally do, how about how do I feel about this? How do I feel about the gem? How do I feel about the gem being way too high, way too high. That might be better. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. Yup, that is indeed what you always say. I know. I know. Also, you're not gonna do that long of a wrap up, and you'll get better at reading chat. Today I am better at reading chat. Granted, the chat is going slowly, but I'll still take it. Lena, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Gasp! Oh, the art is turning out amazing. Thank you. It's been like 3 weeks of the process. Remember how I always complain about being slow, Lena? This has been 3 weeks in the works. She looks exactly like you. I sure hope so. She is me. You want us to comment so the chat isn't slow? No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. There, by the way, hi. I always say hello to you once or twice because I know that sometimes you drop in to say hi, even though you can't watch in the moment. So when I see you talking, it's like, oh hi, you are here. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Okay, so that's one of the options for the gem. That's one of the options. The other option would be to just have it attached to the swimsuit, but I'm not happy with that. happy with that because swimsuit fabric. Swimsuit fabric is not the best. I guess I could have it. I could also have it here. Wait. Yeah, I could also have it here. Attached. Just a little bit closer. But I think that's a little bit weird. No! The only accessory I've ever actually worn on the beach, because I got it on an event in a beach, was a nice bracelet, a nice adjustable bracelet that I could make very, very tight so that I would always feel it on me, just in case, so that I didn't have to worry about the sea taking it away without me noticing. I think that looks kind of weird, but I can make it work. I can make it work. Hey, welcome, Reptile. How are you doing? Oh my god, it's been a while. How are you? Hello, welcome. If you want to get faster, you need to draw more. And this series of streams to finish this art is part of the practice. I do draw, like, a lot, but I haven't gotten that much faster. Every time that I feel like I get faster is during July, when I really am trying to focus on being faster with all the pieces. Because in our fight, I really do want to get to as many characters as I can, so that's where the prioritizing speed really kicks in. In fact, this year, I would very much like to just focus on doing only like sketches, colored sketches, so that I actually have to prioritize speed, yes or yes. Like, I really, this year, when I do art fight, I want to not do anything with line art. I want it to all be colored sketches. She is? Yes, she is me. I promise, Rancor. You're gonna notice when I start painting. You're gonna notice for real when I I was just quiet because I want you to make progress. Gentlemen, you don't need to be quiet because of my inability to progress. That's on me. That is on me. Semester is over, so have fun time. Congratulations. Did you pass all your exams? Are you okay with your grades? How are you? How was school? How was school? How are you doing in school? I'm gonna take this one off. I'm sorry if anyone preferred that, but this just feels better. This just feels more natural. The gem's too small though. We're gonna make that bitch a little bit bigger. Which might look like it would be uncomfortable, but it's a lot more uncomfortable not feeling your jewelry when you're in the beach. I will say this the entire day. Having jewelry on the beach is just so anxiety-inducing for me. So it's a lot more uncomfortable to not be able to feel your jewelry, in my opinion. You know, I probably at some point, based on how much I actually like feel about this, I probably lost some precious jewelry on the beach at some point in my life, didn't I? Didn't I? Cause damn, I really do feel very strongly about it. Anyway, yeah, that feels better. That feels better to me. The sun hat is very cute. Thank you. I want to join our fight this year too. Let's go. I've always wanted to join it. I want you to join it. I want you to join. I want you to be on my the opposite team to me so that I can attack you relentlessly. I don't know. I mean, we still don't know what the teams are. Fun fact, sharks are older than trees. That sounds like something I would hear in like some weird Welcome to Nightville show or something like that. Also, did I say hello to you today, Osis? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Hey, Naku, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Give me just a second, guys. Okay, so anything else that you guys notice that I'm missing? Anything else? Or do I jump to line? I'm gonna jump to line art anyways. If somebody notices something that I'm missing, go ahead and tell me, because I'm pretty sure that it is all done. Actually, there's one more thing we have to correct. One more thing. I'm gonna hide everything. I'm gonna hide the hat, I'm gonna hide the hands, I'm gonna hide the hair, and I'm gonna hide the details, and I'm gonna hide this. And I'm going to admit that maybe, I want your opinions. I think maybe I underdrew my boobas. If I'm looking at the drawing and I'm looking at myself, I'm thinking maybe it's slightly, like it requires a slight adjustment. Snake farming. Agility to adapt to the meta game of drawing. What? Oh, because of the art fight? I mean, I don't know. I hope. Alright, I'm here with Skulag. It's been a while. How are you, Ellie? It has been a while. Inoko, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day and hope that you're not jeopardizing your school. I hope you're not gonna get in trouble. Bald? Yeah, I know that she's bald. I've given you bald drawings before. Do you guys want me to post this? Do you guys want me to post the properly bald Ellie? Is this what you want? Is this what you guys want? I think they do look like your own honkadonkas. They definitely look like yours. Okay, so they don't need to be much bigger. They don't need to be bigger at all. I just feel like they need a slight adjustment. What upsets me is that could ruin the swimsuit. The swimsuit is the cleanest part of the art. It's so clean that I was legitimately thinking of not redoing the line art for the swimsuit. But he said it's called scaled. No. It's fine, I'm allowed to be on my phone at certain times because I have special privileges. I won't get in trouble. Okay. Ellie the Vin Diesel edition? I'm not gonna post it. I am not gonna post it. Okay, if I'm very subtle about it. Maybe I won't ruin. part of the freaking handbag was there. We're gonna go back. Alright. We're gonna be very subtle. That was alright. I didn't. That wasn't the point. Wait, that wasn't what I was trying to do. Okay, just a little bit. Just small, subtle adjustments. Small, subtle adjustments. Now we fix that. We bring that there. That was subtle. It was subtle, and I didn't break it. We'll consider that done, then. We'll consider it done. Your booba! Yeah, my booba. I just feel that... Oh my god. I just feel that it was a little bit, you know, a little bit not matching myself, what I see. By the way, I am now extremely nervous and self-conscious because my neighbor is back in the window. My neighbor is back in the window. Opposite me, she can see me streaming and she can probably hear me streaming, and I'm very self-conscious. So we're gonna go chill and we're gonna go chill and quiet now, harmony. All the world of possibilities out there, and you need to keep the project realistic. Obviously I try to keep it a little bit like on the realistic side, why wouldn't I? I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm so scared. Weird message in the chat incoming? Why? What do you mean weird message in the chat? Kevin Nessico, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. That was about right, yeah. I'm not that far behind. Slowly over the course of the next 30 seconds, she drags the box until the image starts scrolling. Can you imagine? Chef's kiss, perfect touch. Oh my god, I wanna look over to see if she's like, I don't know if she has her phone out or something. I don't know. She's smoking. I'm so nervous. Thank God we're not in VC, eh? What do you mean we're not in VC? Without hair, you look like a goblin, not gonna lie. Then don't look at me without hair. Neighbor stream collab win! Never. I'm so nervous. I'm so stressed. From the neighbor? Can you imagine? Oh my fucking god. Can you imagine if suddenly there was a message saying like, hey, ¿te podrías callar un poquito? It's my neighbor. Snakes don't have hair. No, they don't, but I am part mammal. Remember that. I'm part mammal. Okay, I'm gonna start with the line art. I'm pretty sure I'm not missing anything. You guys tell me if you notice that there's anything missing. But for now, we're just going to collapse all of this. Except, look, this is the difference between the old hair and the new hair. This was the old hair. There's the new hair. Can you notice? I think you got a lot better. Anyways. We're gonna collapse all of this into its own folder called... No. Because we already have one called draft. No, we're gonna call this one draft. I'm gonna call this one rejected. I always keep all of my layers. I always save all of my layers. I don't know why. I just need to. Okay, and then we're gonna start the lines. I'm gonna start with the hair, because it's one of the things that's on the very top, and we're gonna make it like dark, just so there's a good difference. Just so there's a very good difference of colors, and I don't get like confused at all. Oh, no wonder I wasn't liking that. That's better? Question mark, question mark? Yeah, I think that's feeling better. Stabilizers, fine. I don't know, it's feeling weird. It's feeling strange, but we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna just deal with it. We're gonna see how far we get into the line art today. Place your bets. How far will Ellie get into the line art today? And how many times will she forget about her promise of... Oh, what is she doing? What is she doing? She's closing the window! She's closing the window! She's closing the window and heading back inside. She's not in the window anymore. Ah, she closed the curtains too. Oh my god! What a relief! What a relief! Your neighbor can see you. Bump the booba up 3 times. She can see me, not my screen. Because it urges to scream for your neighbor's attention attention would be irresistible. The urge to hide until she goes away is irresistible. What if you found out that your neighbor is actually a long-time subscriber? I would graduate. I would literally graduate, guys. I would not be able to take that. I would not. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to live with that. What if all your neighbors are watching? Graduation stream tomorrow. You mean Zurex plus cops? I don't know if that's a reference to something. It sounds like a reference to something, Kevin Nezuko, but I'm not catching it. Judging. That's the point. What if they're judging me? They're probably judging me. They're probably thinking that I'm a weirdo. There's a frog with patches of fur. Why haven't you posted the picture on my Discord? Post a picture on my Discord. I want to see the frog. I want to see the furry frog. There are frogs with fangs too. I want to see the fangy frog. Ellie, you didn't have to make your booba larger. That's called not being modest. I'm trying to be accurate. I am trying to be accurate. Okay, Ellie, today you're trying to finish the entirety of the line art, so you're not going to agonize over every line. Okay, you're gonna leave it that one there. That one is good enough. That one's good enough. Now, you're gonna clean that up a little bit, and you're gonna leave it there. That's good enough. That's good enough. How about I'm not allowed? How about this? Ellie, how about we don't allow ourselves to go over 100% in Zoom? Anything that's more than 100%, it's probably not. Damn it. Damn it, it bothers me. It bothers me. It bothers me. Okay, we're good. Place your bets. How far will I get into the line art process? How far will I actually get? Place your bets now. Will I finish the hair? Will I finish the hair and the face? Will I maybe do about 50% of the line art? Or will I finish it all? I'm not gonna finish all the line art, but you know, it's good to dream. It's nice to have hope. African bullfrogs have teeth. I wanna see all the frogs. Just send me all the frogs, all of them. You'll definitely finish the top of the hair. Thank you. Thank you. Is your neighbor Agent 47? Thank goodness no. Graduation tomorrow. Let's go. Ellie opens memberships. Ellie, 1 month after opening memberships. Okay, guys, it was fun, but we gotta go. I'm not gonna do this anymore. Can you fucking imagine? Ellie worked 6 months to prepare the membership. Ellie, 1 month after it, just fucking disappears. You'd possibly become famous in your whole city, or at least neighborhood. I know, that's why I would have to graduate. If all my neighbors were watching me, I would have to graduate. Because I would suddenly be, like, actually known in, like, real life. I can't have that. I can't have that. Are you kidding me? Ellie in the public stream. I need to make sure my boob are more accurate to the millimeter. Excuse me. Are you insinuating that I would act differently in the member stream? Cause that's not true. That is not true. Crumpets, welcome. Hi, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Thank you so much for the membership gift. Why did I say it so weird? Holy shit, I can't. Fuck my rules. Fuck my own rules. I need the 125. I need to see what I'm doing. I need to see what I'm doing properly. What's going on in here? Oh, that's better. Oh, that's so much better. Getting to see the details of what I'm actually drawing. Hell yeah. Oh, that was 150. I wanted 125, but whatever. Whatever. Ellie in the member stream. I can swear as much as I can here. Ellie in public stream swears constantly. Hey, I never said that the member stream is for swearing more. The member streams is for trying things that I don't know if I feel comfortable doing on stream. I definitely know that I swear a lot, so that's not a question mark. That's not experimenting. That's just me being me. At least you can turn the brain off while doing line art. Exactly. Exactly. That is why. That is why line art is actually like my favorite part of art. It's the part where I get to relax and not think for a minute. Which is not really true. There is some thinking involved, but it's not that much. It's not that bad. Compared to other moments, like there's very little thinking involved in the line art. And I think that's why it's my favorite part. I really, really appreciate line art a lot. It's chill. It's chill. It feels like a chill part for me. The one memberships haven't even expired yet. I know. I know. That's what would make it really funny. Isn't it? That's what would make it really funny, isn't it? Now, realistically speaking, I know that I will have to start... if this keeps happening and I keep getting nervous about Neighbor-chan, I will have to eventually, like, stream with my blinds completely down. But I don't like doing that for two reasons. One, I think that the model tracks better with natural light. I think the more light I get inside of the room, the better. So I wouldn't want to put my blinds down, because that would like mean that everything I get is artificial light and it's not like the best for tracking. Second reason is I don't know, it just makes me feel better to have natural light. It just makes me feel better. Feels less like I'm a hermit hiding away from life. Even though it's kind of true, it just feels less like it. But I might have to start actually lowering my blinds, because I don't want to deal with my neighbor watching me. I put it in general? Thank you! Not me secretly wishing to have all her IRL and neighbors watch her frequently! Crumpets! No! I've mentioned this before, but when a friend tells me way after the stream that they were watching me, I feel so fucking nervous. I think for now, they have stopped. Back at the debut, back at the first few months, it would happen like every other week that at least one friend was going to make a comment about my stream and I was gonna be like, how do you know that? And they were like, oh, oops, I was watching the stream, teehee. And I got really nervous. They know me well enough to know that they can't talk on stream. They know me well enough to know that if they talk on stream, I'll crash. Like, Elyssia.x stop responding. But yeah, sometimes it still happens that they tell me after the fact that they were watching. I've heard worse, trust me. You've heard worse. What? Guess who forgot what we were talking about again? I have no idea what the comment refers to. Neighbor-chan looking at the closed blinds like, what is the freak doing now? I mean, think about it. Think about it. She doesn't know what I do. She just sees me in front of a screen with a microphone with a like lights pointed at me. That's all she sees. So for all we know, she could be assuming that I'm an OnlyFans creator. We don't know. I mean, it would be a really stupid OnlyFans because the winter has come and I'm already like wearing sweaters. It's not even winter, it's autumn, right? Like it's fall and I'm already using all of my sweaters and like comfy pants and everything. Did I say pants? I meant the equivalent to sweatpants. The internet talks about sweatpants so much that I get used to the words even though I don't own any. But I do have every available like warm fabric confection. Confection is just for like edible things, right? The word confection. I have all of the warm fabric thingies for winter. The fleeces and the fleeces. What else is there? The wools. I have the fleeces. I have the wool stuff. I have the what else? What else? Just lay your blankets around yourself. I have so many different kinds of blankets. I have like the fleece blankets and the feather whatever feather blankets, you know, the ones that have feathers inside. And I have thing is, I want to say polar, but I know that that's not an English word. I know that in English they call it something else. But there's this fabric that in Spanish we just call it polar. And I have a bunch of that. I'm wondering if that's fleece. Again, you get used to reading stuff online and you associate those words, even though you're not sure that it's the exact same thing that you're talking about. Oh my god, where is that? It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think it might be on the actual, like, outside of the screen. I see a dot. Yeah, it's on the outside of the screen! It's on the outside of the screen, it doesn't matter! I don't care, I'm a hermit. I despise sun with my entire being. No, sun is so nice. I mean, natural sunlight has been shown to increase good moods in people and reduces sadness in people. That's why I'm saying I don't wanna lower my blinds. Your neighbor's about to turn up and ask what's lamia tomorrow. I would die. I think I would just have a heart attack. Hey, Ely, how's the arty? Welcome, Nirwana. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hello! We're already on line art. Oh god, she has the gloves out again. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I don't think she's done with the gloves. Oh, that you're just gaming. She doesn't seem like she's the age to understand gaming. You know, there's people and people, and especially here, it feels like there's a certain age that you can like trust will understand, and a certain age that you trust will be confused. If you say something like, yeah, people watch me play video games. It's always fun when you get someone asking about it and they don't get it. Like, you play with them? It's like a little bit sometimes, but it's mostly just like watching me play games. It's like, what the fuck? What? Why would anyone do that? What the hell? Anyway, she looks like that kind of person. Neighbor-chan. Warm fabric? Bow! Bow! I'm also going to send my personal favorite Frogo. Yes, please! Yes, please! I truly don't understand that feeling, but I seem to notice the more introverted people are like this. Extremely shy for no good reason. Tend to get too shy about their personal hobbies. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely we are like that. Yes, I'm your local introvert, and I can assure you. Well, I've talked about introvert not being synonym with shy, and I do agree with that still. But what happens to me is I get really shy around people I don't know. I don't get shy with people I know, but people that are strangers? No, it's the opposite. I don't know. I guess I'm shy in general again. I guess. Scully, this in Polish too? Okay, so it is. Oh, somebody was trying the commands. Is it online? It says it's online. The program says it is online. I don't know if to trust it because I don't think it works. Supposedly it did. Looks like the band list for this software now works. Good to know. Did it work? Did Rainbow work? Rainbow should work. Let me check. Rainbow should work. Everything else should not work. Except for Rainbow and the headpads Diamond Bonk. But she knows what OnlyFans is? No. I don't mean specifically an OnlyFans creator, but you know, that kind of creator. People assume, right? Everyone knows that, even if they don't know the lingo or the new internet fad. Everyone knows what that side of the internet, that side of the internet content creation exists. Blue Kitty, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Granny Ellie voice is great. Do that more often. Did I do a Granny Ellie voice? I can't imagine you bumping into her completely at random somewhere in public. She says, excuse me, you scream, I'm not a booba streamer. I am so glad that I've never bumped into her outside of the apartment. I'm so glad. Atsushi Hoshi, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. It's the first time I see you here, so welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the pit. I hope you enjoy your time here. And then it's just really awkward because she doesn't know who you are. Oh, she knows. Oh, she has seen me enough. Do you understand gaming is a solitary activity? They don't picture you talking and chatting the whole time. Yeah. Only Rainbow worked? What the fuck? Why? Oh, it's not working. What the? Huh. Alright, let me check something out. Because that should be working. That should be working. Well, I guess I'll fix it tomorrow. You know how this goes. I'll have to try to fix it tomorrow because right now I don't understand. No command works. What the fuck? Ah! She's in your boo streams. She would recognize them anywhere. No! She will not recognize me and you will not jinx this for me. You will not jinx this for me. This will not be something that she recognizes me for. Also, she can't see my stream. She can't see my screen. Anyways, we suddenly made this stream about neighbor chant. We made this stream about neighbor chat out of nowhere, and by we I mean me, and by yeah, but we I still mean me. That's all I want to say. That's all this. Okay, give me a second, guys. Why do you? Aha! I was about to ask, how do you clean a spot that is on the screen so that it stops confusing you and making you think that there's a mistake in the line art? But I figured it out. So not to worry, it's not there anymore. I know that you guys were so stressed about it, but I fixed it. I cleaned it, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. We got one rainbow. I don't understand. If the rainbow worked, the rest should be working. Let me take one thing, for example. Let me check if I do it myself. Okay, if I do it myself, it is working. But if I do it from here, it is not. Why is rainbow working but the hotkeys aren't? Oh, that is so weird. Okay, let me just try this. No, that is still not working. Okay, now it's working supposedly. I think I fixed it. I think. Listen. We know how this goes. I say I fixed it and then it breaks again. So we're not going to hold our breath on it. But I think it's fine. Hoppins made the chat about your neighbor. I made the chat about my neighbor. I got too nervous. About my neighbor being there. And I ended up talking about it way too much. Instead, I could be talking about Dracula again. I'm wondering if I'm gonna do this every year from here on out. Like, if this is my life now. What are you reading now, Dracula? Again? Isn't it like your 15th time? Yes. Yes, it is. But it happens every year, you know? Dracula daily just keeps happening every damn year. At one point, I'm gonna get bored and I'm not gonna do it anymore. But this year is not that. This year is definitely not that yet. Okay, we're moving forward. I didn't see many bets. But I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning against you. Who said? I think officer? Maybe? I think I am going to get some done. I think it is actually going to be more productive than I'm used to. I'm advancing some. I'm advancing at some rate. And I think it's a better rate than normal. Plus, you know that chibi that I posted for Bree? That was the fastest thing I have ever done from start to finish. That was the fastest. Well, there's one that might have been a little bit faster. No, that was the fastest. There's one that I haven't posted anywhere. Because I prepped it for something and I don't know if that something happened. So until I know for sure that it happened, I'm not gonna post it. I do a lot of projects like that I end up not knowing if I can show it all. Which makes me feel really bad because then I can't prove that I was busy. When I say like, oh, I have so much to do. Sometimes I feel that people are gonna be like, oh yeah, sure. If you have so much to do, then why do you no post shit ever? And there's a lot of shit that I do that doesn't end up anywhere except in like my own files and somebody else's. Like there's always one other person that has files that I don't post. There's this one character design that was it was the only time that I was commissioned for specifically for like a character design. It was so much fun. So I really do love character design and like providing the options and working with the feedback and trying out colors and stuff. It's really fun. And then this person stopped talking, never showed up again. And when I looked at this, like when I looked for this person later on, They had a completely different character. They had a completely new character that I had not done, and I was like, okay. Did I do a bad job? At some point I'm gonna post that one though. I just have to redo my card in order to add it to my card. Damn, your lens are so good. Thank you. It takes me a million years. Neighbor Chan only wanted to help you to make sure the size was correct. Sure. That's called addiction. Addiction to Dracula Daily, maybe. Reading one word a day, the books do tend to take time. It's not one word a day, but it is short pieces per day, except for the 8th of October, 10th of October. There's one entry in October. I'm pretty sure it's like the 8th of October or something like that. That is like the dreaded day for Dracula Daily readers. Because the entry for that day is like 60 pages long or something. And it's like the biggest entry in the entire experience. Last year, I started reading it the day before. I started reading it the day before so that I wouldn't struggle with the time to read it on the day proper. But man, that's a long entry. Guess who's going over her liner again? Whoops. That's fine. We're not gonna get stuck in that. We're gonna keep moving. We're moving. You know, we're doing one of the hardest parts, which is the bangs. Bangs are some of the hardest things. Bram Stoker's? Yes, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah, I'm just on the 15th. I'm a bit of a slow reader. What day is it? The 15th hasn't even happened yet. Oh, the 15th to read along? Eventually, you'll move on to Dracula fanfiction. Actually, eventually, maybe next year, if I want to join in on the experience, but I don't want to read Dracula again. Maybe next year, I'll read the Icelandic version of Dracula, which is the Dracula fanfiction that was considered the official translation of Dracula for about 20 years. I probably told that story last year because I found it so fascinating, but the fact that the official translator for Icelandic just made his own version of the book and nobody thought to check for 20 years or even more maybe. It's kind of insane. It's a very fun detail, in my opinion. Oh shit, the sketch was wrong. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. The sketch was wrong. I have to thin this out. Crooked Gamer, did I say hello to you today? Welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Welcome. How are you? Did I say hello already? I'm sorry if I did. Your neighbor Vladi Failure? I would die. I would move. I would just cease existing before I had to cease existing, but away from my own choices. I would just have a heart attack. Dracula be scary, yo. You have a lot of stuff to do. That's no excuse to not do stuff. You just choose to do stuff that no one else can connect with. It's not that they can. There's a lot of things that I probably could post. I would just need to ask whoever is involved, like this person probably won't matter. First of all, they can't matter. It can't matter to them because it's something that belongs. At some point, I was eventually gonna put it in my portfolio, right? And if she didn't use the design, well, she just didn't. And that is her choice. But my choice is to put it in my portfolio eventually. The problem is that I don't want to get back to updating my card because it involves some level of coding. Like, I don't know how people manage to get their card pages looking so neat. If anything, I wish it was more common to see other website holders thing. The one that I think is the easiest, that has a bunch of like templates and stuff is Weebly, I think. Weebly. Yeah, Weebly. Weebly has a bunch of templates. It's so easy to do your own like website thingy on Weebly, but nobody uses Weebly, so I think it ends up reading as a lot more untrustworthy. Versus if you use Card, everyone's already used to it, so they follow it without like worrying that it's a sketchy website. So that's why I want to use Card, but it does involve a little bit of coding-ish thing. And as you know, as you now know with certainty, it's really like not something that I'm good at. It's not something that's intuitive enough for me. So I haven't touched the card since the day I made it. No, I have to stop thickening this. It needs to be thin. We're practicing thin line art. We are practicing thin line art. That's not thin, is it? Why do I keep making the same mistake? Why do I keep making it thicker? I keep making it look dark and thick at the union, and it doesn't need to be. It needs to be the opposite. Okay, maybe I don't even make them join. Maybe I don't even make them touch. Maybe it just stays there. Right? Maybe it just stays there. Okay, we're gonna leave it there for now. And trust that it's fine. May have been more time sensitive. I can confirm you that you definitely know what you're doing when it comes to character design, but yeah. I don't know. At some point you're gonna see it. At some point I'm gonna actually like go back into my card and I'm gonna put it in there. Cause it is one of the things that I enjoy the most, you know, doing character designs and stuff. It is something that I quite like. Oh, I don't like doing stuff without sketches. I don't like doing things that I haven't sketched before. But I'm kind of in that situation right now. Because I did the sketch wrong. So kind of have to just vibe with that, the general shape of it. Okay, we made it through the problem. We made it through the problem. That's fine, that's fine. That's alright. This is the thinnest brush I've ever worn. Used. This is the thinnest brush I've ever used. Makes me uncomfy. But we're trying to learn how to do light, thin line art. So, hey! I disagree with Rancor's statement. Ellie's only good at character design that she likes. Well, this one I liked. Shiny Bunny, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I would die and then move. Pretty much. Hey, maybe I join Yomi in the century. Could be worse. Your neighbor could be one of the Twilight dudes. I think it's less... I mean, it's a lot less horrible if it was a Twilight person. Honestly... Twilight vampires, not nearly as dangerous and scary as Dracula. Yes, die and then move in that order. I think it's probably what would happen. A few of them probably have someone else to do it for them. Yeah, I have no idea what that comment means. I'm not talking about your job because when... Oh! You mean the card coding thing, maybe. I'm not talking about your job because when you're getting paid for drawings, it's a transactional thing. I'm talking about your hobbies and the stuff you do for entertainment. I get very self-conscious of both. Straight up, not that many people you meet or will ever meet will be into Dracula. Lies! Lies! You being bad with programming was supposed to be members only premium knowledge. For everyone else, it's a claim. It's a legend. You guys know. I have to update my card too. I always forget. It sucks. Next member streams updating my card. Do you want to see me struggling against code for another 2 hours? For another 2 hours? Is that what you want to see? I don't understand how you can find line art soothing. The only process of drawing that I don't feel abhorrent about is sketching. Line art is too frustrating for me. It's because I get to disconnect my brain. It's more about the hand. Are they Twilight vampire or a Twilight werewolf? Ooh, you're right. You're right. Reminds me of the Java Twilight into a Hotel Transylvania. I've seen that movie, but I haven't seen the second or third or however many there are after. So I don't think I remember. I don't think I remember. Oh. Wait, yeah. No, yeah, wait. Are you talking about a moment where like Dracula sees someone watching Twilight on like an airplane or something like that? I think I remember liking that joke. I don't remember the joke itself. It's in the first movie at the end, yeah. I don't remember the actual joke, I just remember liking it. Line art for me requires too much concentration and precision. It does require precision, but I kind of like that it's a mechanic sort of precision, not and not a thinky sort of, like there's little decisions to be taken. You know what I mean? Like, to me, line art is less about making decisions and more about just letting your hands do the thing. And that feels like relieving. That feels relieving to me. It's easier to handle. Because you can only make so many decisions in one day. You can only make a set amount of choices per day. And sometimes drawing exhausts all of your choice decision making. Sometimes drawing is just exhausting because you're thinking so much. about how to make this look good, how to make that look realistic, how would the anatomy work here, how would the proportions and the angle, perspective look here or there or whatever. And when you realize it's been 5 hours and you can't make another freaking decision because you'll die. With line art, since I do my sketches very detailed, since my sketches themselves are like already super high in detail, to the point that some people would leave it at that instead of doing line art, the line art ends up being really mechanical and easy to handle. Granted, I'm making a change in line art style now. I'm trying to do like very thin lines, which is not something that I'm used to. So it is requiring a lot more decision making than normal. But in general, I still find it not that thinky. Yeah, I still find it not that thinky think. In general. Hotel Transylvania is a perfect mix of comedy, cringe, and serious moments in a single package. I like the whole trilogy. I liked the first one. I don't know why I never went back to watching the rest. Probably because there was a time... Oh, I'm gonna tell this. There was a time when I was trying to study math for reasons. And I had this routine where after coming back from a math tutor, I would specifically every single time that I had to meet with a math tutor, I would reserve a movie that could help me disconnect my brain entirely. So nothing that was too intellectual, nothing like mystery movies, nothing like one of those movies that reveals all of the twists at the last 10 minutes and you're trying to figure it out the entire time. Nothing with a message. It was either family-friendly content that was designed so that kids could follow it, or action-based movies where you just get to disconnect the brain and watch the pew pew pew, pew 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 pew, you know? I remember I watched, it would be one day I'll be watching freaking, I don't know, Despicable Me or whatever the fuck. And then the next day I would be watching Drive with... Oh, I completely forgot his name. Gosling? Something Gosling? Blonde? Something, I don't know. It was a very violent, bloody movie. No, I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. I believe you, because I'm very terrible at explaining things. I bet you'll be pretty good at card layouts. Women artists are really good at designs. Not me. Graphic design is my nightmare. You know that meme, the graphic design is my passion? I need to do the problem with graphic design is my passion meme is that it's very funny that a proper graphic designer can use it. And it's oh, that looks so awful, but this is an actual graphic designer. They know what they're doing. They're just doing it wrong on purpose, right? But if I wanted to do the opposite and make a meme that's graphic design is my nightmare, to make it work, you would need the contrast between the message being that you hate graphic design and the graphics looking great. Problem is, you need to actually know what you're doing to make it look great. And I'm saying, graphic design is my nightmare, and I don't know how to make it look great. Obvious Twilight characters. Do you think a vampire can become a hairdresser, Dracula? And this is how a medium represents as frightening. Okay, yeah. I remember liking that at the moment. Is gonna convert everyone to Dracula? I would love to. Ah, you see, I like to think and have things done with intent and references. You hate thinking. We're not the same. I do all my thinking in the sketch stage. With line art, I just get frustrated by not being able to do one line in a sea of lines I want to draw and none come out well. Well, I understand that. Oh wait, did you see the new Renfield with Nicolas Cage's Dracula? I am so excited for that one. I was talking about it at the beginning of the stream. There's 2 movies coming out about Dracula this year, and they both look glorious, but in exactly opposite ways. The Last Voyage of the Demeter looks great because it looks like a very accurate, very like well portrayed representation of that segment of the book. It looks like it's gonna be scary. It looks like it's gonna like really represent the horror of Dracula well. It looks like it's going to be like, wow, so good and so like realistic Dracula horror. And then there's Renfield, which is a complete parody, non-canon comedy, and it looks like it's gonna be so fucking hilarious because you don't have to worry about the way that it portrays the book, because it's not trying to be the book. It's not trying to represent it properly. It's just trying to have fun. It's just trying to have fun with the ideas of all these the characters that we know so vaguely, you know, in the mainstream consciousness. I think it's going to be fucking hilarious. And I think by actually knowing the book, I might catch references and stuff that will make it funnier without it being like something that makes me mad because it was like poorly adapted or whatever. Because it can't be adapted because it comes from nowhere. I'm excited. I'm so excited for it. And also I really love that actor, whatever his name is. The you know, the guy who plays Renfield. The guy who plays Holt, something Holt. Christian Holt? No. Nicholas Holt? No. Oh my god, I'm so bad with names. Ryan Gosling, thank you. Yes, Drive with Ryan Gosling. I straight up dropped drawings because the line art was too frustrating for me to do. Oh no, don't drop art. You can get better. You can get better, I promise. So that's when the Minions Sedation began, huh? That is when I watched the first Despicable Me. I have not watched any of the sequels because fuck the Minions, man. Imagine following a long adventure full of action and twist, and at the end you find out that a dog with headphones did everything and comes to lick your tears at the end. Ah, that is adorable. I would love a game like that. What are you talking about? To be fair, if corporate graphic design is anything to go by, most professionals don't know what they're doing either. What are you talking about? It's so hard. Just copy Google's graphic design. Pure white page with absolutely nothing to hang eyes on aside from the bold letter logo. I don't think that would make the joke good. Here's the thing. That would be a good joke. I think it would portray something different from what I mean. But it would be a good joke. It would be a good joke about the corporate art style. I'm not grateful I wanna punch you. What? Why? What did I do? Oh my fucking god, stop. Stop showing up. Stop coming to the window. Stop. Freaking stop. Smoking is bad for you, neighbor. Please stop smoking. Please stop smoking so that you can stop coming to the window. Please, please fucking god, stop smoking. Like, yeah. Guess what just happened, guys? Guess who's back in the window again? Oh, Voyage of the Demeter is actually supposed to be a loose adaptation of Nosferatu, one of the very first vampire films. So they're gonna mix... That's going to explain some of the stuff that they're gonna have to add up to the book. Because I mentioned this earlier on the stream, but basically the part of Dracula that the Last Voyage of the Demeter film is adapting is like half a chapter long. It's very short. So a lot of the content of the movie is gonna have to like not be from the actual book of Dracula. Because like you can't make 2 hours of that segment of the book without adding stuff. So it will feel different watching it, knowing that a part of it is going to be inspired by Nosferatu, because it will inform some of the decisions that they'll make. And I do like being informed when I'm judging a movie to see if I like it or not. The guy, yeah, Nicholas Hoult. Okay, so it was Nick. It was Nicholas Hoult. Dude McDudeson. Every single actor in Hollywood for me is Dude McDudeson at some point. So bad with names. This is how you make her only draw 6 strands of hair in 50 minutes. You make her talk about Dracula. Please tell me you're not doing this on purpose. You didn't even bed. You didn't even have a bed going on. You have no reason to make me slow. Why would you want me to be slow? There's no reason for me to be slow. You're not losing any bets. Okay, there. Leo's referencing one of the joke endings in Silent Hill. Oh, really? For the joke, the design has to be over-engineered. Yeah! For the joke to work, it has to be like a very good, well-made, over-engineered graphic design that looks good. I literally joked about the dog ending in Silent Hill, but I haven't played Silent Hill! Don't judge me for not knowing it. I haven't played it. I need to stop yelling because the neighbor is looking at me in the window. My god, I'm gonna have to close the blinds. I hate that. I hate that. I hate this. I hate that. I hate this. I hate having neighbors. I hate being tied to this mortal realm in a way that it involves neighbors being able to watch me while I stream. I've only watched Despicable Me 3. A cinema outing with kids. It's been decently fun, I'd say. Enjoyed the first half more than the second, but it didn't offend me. I remember from Despicable Me 1, I remember like maybe 3 moments / jokes. At most. At most, I remember like 3 moments or jokes. You know which one I've never seen and like I have it as a sort of like, I don't know, bucket list kind of situation. I really need to watch it at some point. I've never seen the one by Sky Animations about the bluebird. Rio. I've never watched Rio. And that one I want to watch because it's the closest thing we're gonna have ever to an unreleased Pixar movie that didn't come out because it was the exact same goddamn concept as that movie. Okay, she's gone again. Oh, this lady! Even LSPC is freaking out. Why? What was the computer doing? She likes to smoke while she watches, so she comes and smokes by the window. The ending Leo mentioned is a joke ending in a horror game that is one of the worst horror experiences I've ever played. It's such a good video game though. What do you mean it's one of the worst horror experiences you've ever played? Like it doesn't scare you? Is that what you mean? Like it's one of the worst horror experiences because it wasn't horrific? Or was it just a bad game? Like what are we talking about in terms of horror experience? Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, Zach. On the topic of Universal monsters, Frankenstein is reported to be in production with Oscar Isaacs as Victor Frankenstein. I wonder if I'll read that book just to be able to watch the movie and feel like a classics fandom expert or whatever the fuck. It's not on purpose. You're just so desperate to relate and speak to someone about Dracula. I kind of am because I can talk about this online with a bunch of people, right? I've been doing Dracula Daily. This is my second year. I have people that I can talk to online. But I don't have anyone that I can talk to with my actual like vocal cords, with my actual words and throat. And it's really exciting when I get to actually talk about it out loud and like show my emotion. And I get really hyper about it. I get really excited about it. Because I really did fall in love with Dracula as a story, and I don't know, the fact that it's a classic for a reason, but most people don't really know Dracula. Most people have no idea how the story goes, you know? Because pop media has been so terribly bad at representing the story that most people have a warped version of what Dracula is. Which is fine. It just makes it that much cooler when I find someone that I can talk about the real, like, Dracula experience with. I'd be surprised if you played Silent Hill. Yeah, I haven't. And I never will. Neighbor yells, "Oh, you never played Silent Hill? Oh man, you should get that. It's a pretty good game." The neighbor is thankfully freaking gone. Despicable Me 2 and 3 are not great. Only the first one is worth a watch. I watched the first one. I don't remember it much. I hope it's not just another cheap, loosely based adaptation with cheap scares and not really getting the right feeling across from the book. I think it's going to be the right feelings. Based on the trailer. Based on the trailer, it feels like it's going to use all of those like specific gothic feelings that the of horror that the book has. Granted, trailers can be very deceiving. So maybe I need to go in with low expectations. Maybe I really need to manage my expectations when I go watch that movie. I just find it very curious too. I was thinking about this morning when I found out, but I find it very curious, the coincidence of it all. Because Dracula Daily became really popular last year. Like, it might sound like I'm making a big deal out of this just because I care, but I promise you, like, it became really popular last year. To the point that they got, like, a book deal to print the book out of order, the way that Dracula Daily works, you know? To make a special, like, hardcover book version of the Dracula Daily experience. It's gonna be great. I already want to buy it as soon as I possibly can. I just need to find a book retailer that will accept PayPal. And movies are in production for so many years that the fact that both of these movies, both Renfield and The Last Voyage of the Demeter, are coming out while Dracula Daily is as popular as it has ever been. Because last year it had an explosion, and this year a bunch more people are following because they saw the explosion happening last year and they decided to join this year. And it's just like the coincidence of it all. I'm kind of surprised about that. was paranoid even after it's been 2 weeks after I played it. I never saw Fog the same after that game. First couple of Silent Hill games are one of the top horror games ever made. Okay, so I'm never touching it. Good. Good to know. Good to know. I'm never touching the fuck out of it. BRB got a call from work. I hope that it's not a bad call. I love to talk about this stuff. Me too. Do a Dracula stream sometime. I don't know what I would do on a Dracula stream other than convince you guys to what? To read Dracula. After film class, I just adore classic monsters, so I feel ya. I don't really know much about classic monsters. The only one that I've read so far is Dracula. Why not do a stream where you just talk about and try to sell one thing of what you're passionate about that you see not many people like, but a lot of people do like Dracula Daily. I never read it, but your enthusiasm has made me really want to read it. Listen, Sack, and everyone else. Listen, there's this thing called Dracula Daily. You join the Substack. It's draculadaily.substack. Something like that. It's very easily recognizable. You sign up for the newsletter and then you get the updates directly in your mail on the day that the events happen. So you follow the book at the exact same rate that the characters do. So if you really like the rest of us, if you really get attached to our good friend Jonathan Harker, and you start following his little trip through Transylvania, and then you don't get an email for 2 weeks, you're gonna be like, oh my fucking god, what is happening with my good friend Jonathan? Where is my good friend Jonathan? Why is he not writing to me? Is he okay? Is he okay? And it's great. It's just freaking great. Put a link? I'll put a link here. It just started. It started on the 3rd of May, so there's only like there's less than 10 entries right now. It's like the perfect time to join. In fact, last year I joined during the first week and a half, I think. I had to keep up with it at first. Like rush to catch up. There we go, catch up. That's what I wanted to say. I had to catch up at first, but then I caught up and I was like so happy that I did. Just gush about it. The stuff you like, the popular misconceptions. I would be spoiling it though. I guess I could do a spoiler. I feel like I could do a spoiler run. I feel I love the Minoans, but literally no one knows anything about that besides the Minotaur myth. Oh my god, I've mentioned about doing like a myths stream for so long and I've never prepared it. And that is welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. It's like that other literary classic, middling expectations. Middling expectations. I'm just thankful that we're getting horror vampires and not just thirst traps from fan fictions. That was popular for a while, huh? Man, I don't watch trailers anymore. I absolutely want to meet the person who suggested and approved showing all of the important story beats and spoiling the movie and games in the trailers. That's something that really upsets me nowadays because trailers didn't used to be this bad. Trailers didn't used to be about showing the entire movie. You know, when I started really like deciding not to watch trailers, nowadays I watch one trailer, the earliest trailer possible, because that one tends to not have much in terms of spoilers. But who's the person who decided a trailer needed its own trailer? You know when a trailer starts with like a really fast short version of the trailer, it makes me feral. It makes me feral. It causes me to hiss and try to poison the screen. I hate it with my entire fucking heart and soul. Just do a normal freaking trailer. Just generate intrigue, show me what the vibe of the movie is going to be, and leave it at that. I don't need to watch all of the important scenes in the climax. I don't need to watch the scene that like reveals the twist or whatever. I don't need to watch anything more than just what are the general vibes and what is the general story. But yeah, nowadays, if I know that I want to watch a movie, I don't watch anything. Like, for example, with Renfield and with The Last Voyage of the Demeter, I watched both trailers because I've been burnt before by adaptations of books that I love, and so I need to make sure that I'm not signing up for something that I'm gonna hate. But for something like Spider-Verse or the Barbie movie, for something like the Spider-Verse movie or the Barbie movie, I've literally seen nothing. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to know. I don't know what the Barbie movie's about. I don't need to. It's a Barbie movie starring Margot Robbie. I don't need to know. I don't need to know what it's about. I just need to know that it's a Barbie movie starring Margot Robbie. And that is it. That is it. Same with the Spider-Verse movie. I watched Spider-Verse 1. I thought it was the best movie I saw that entire year. I don't need to watch the trailers for the new one. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get super freaking hyped and watch it without knowing what it's about, trusting it 100%. I will honor them and all their future kids for making that trailer staple. Yeah, I agree with you, dude. Crumpets. What's Dracula Daily? I did answer that. I don't feel like trailers ruin everything for me personally. It depends on the trailer. If you watch one of the earliest trailers, normally the earlier trailers don't really have a lot of spoilers. It's when you get the third or fourth trailer that normally it's already like spoiling the entire most important beats of the movie. In my experience. Oh shit, that's a very undescribed part of the hair. I didn't really do that very well. Which is coming to bite me. Now I need to make decisions again. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that I'm having to make decisions again. Silent Hills are LEPS era games. You'd have to pirate them anyways. Oh, okay. So we're never gonna play them for several reasons. I think that has something to do with people nowadays desperately looking for good content and stories nowadays, since mainstream content is kind of boring. Yeah, mainstream content has become such a no-risk kind of endeavor, right? Like, nowadays, the people who put the money in, the producers, they don't seem to want to take any risks whatsoever. That's why we're getting reboot after sequel after reboot after, you know, it's like, this has worked before, therefore we're gonna invest in it again because it has worked before, so it's probably gonna work again. Plus, nostalgia, people are gonna buy it. And you get less and less interesting new things. And I follow plenty of animators and stuff like that because I love animation, right? And they have talked about how this is like very prevalent coming from like executives. I remember not long ago I saw someone asking like, why are you doing a reboot of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends or whatever? I'm pretty sure, I haven't confirmed this, but I'm pretty sure there's a Foster's Mansion. I'm pretty sure there's a Foster's Mansion reboot in the works. Because I saw this person asking the creator of the show, like, why are you doing a reboot? Why not, like, do something new? And it was heartbreaking because the animator, the creator, their answer was, because I pitched 11 new shows and all of them were rejected. And it's like, God freaking damn it! Just give a chance, just give the new IPs a chance! Just take a risk. Just gush about it. The stuff you like. No, I read that. Dracula is 400 pages. You can just read it in 2 evenings before sleep, which saves a lot of time. Yes, but it's not as interesting. It's not as interesting, and hear me out here. Reading it in chronological order of how things happen actually enhances the horror and the parallelisms and the metaphors and the foils much better than the order of the actual book. I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna state it as a fact. it just reads a lot better, and it is like a better story if you read it in the Dracula Daily order instead of in the original order. Cool, still not getting into it. No! That's also such a clever way to do it. It is. Not really addicted, Rexy. She's passionate. I'm really passionate about it. Elyssia deep into a Dracula, I'm surprised she didn't shapeshift into vampire. Fox and Ethan, first of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Second of all, I would love if I had at any point, if I managed to have like a Halloween suit, Halloween skin, or anything like it, it would definitely be a vampire. It would 100%, no questions asked, be a vampire. Like that's not even a question. It would just be. Speaking of classics and horrors and movie, Beetlejuice 2 was announced. I'm gonna catch some flack, but I don't think Beetlejuice is a good movie. I didn't like Beetlejuice. I didn't really like it. I just watched the teaser and public reception to judge if I'm gonna be interested. Yeah, the teaser is fine. And they are here spitting Venom movie trailers already? Yeah, 2 minutes? Oh shit. Well guys, whoever bet that I wasn't even gonna finish the hair was right. But yeah, we did nothing this stream. Holy shit. We did barely anything. We did some little fixes, I guess. We added the gem. We slightly resized the boobas and we did the line art, and I explained to you the changes I did to the face, and that's it. That's all I did. I fixed the tail. That too, I fixed this tail. Holy shit, that's... Oh my god, I did so little. I did so little! But that is fine. You know what? It's my neighbor's fault. It is my neighbor's fault. We're gonna just say that. We're gonna just say it was my neighbor's fault. Yeah? Yeah? What if the Barbie movie is actually a paranormal psychological thrill? It's not gonna be. It's a Barbie movie. It's not going to be. Spider-Verse 2 is literally the only movie I'm excited for. I'm excited for like 5 movies. This is I'm excited for like 5 movies, honestly. I just don't watch trailers pretty much at all. I'm pretty much locked into previews and not much more. Then you have some game trailers which 90% of the budget spent and not into the game itself. Oh, like trailers like the Hades trailer that is fully animated and it doesn't really show much about the actual game. Yeah, I love those though. I love those. I don't actually like put a game on my wish list because of those, because I do need to watch the gameplay. But they're really good at making me pay attention to research a game further. That's their value, I think. I think that's their value. There's a quote from Lord of the Rings, I think. Evil can't create anything. It only corrupts what good has created. That's a good line. That is a good line. I haven't read Lord of the Rings. It's a bit too purple prosy for me. I get very lost. Someone said somewhere in a video, this time is the best time to be a creative person. If you have the will and the want to create something good, this is the best time to do so because people will watch it and appreciate it. But at the same time, you have a lot of people just watching whatever low value crap is. I'm gonna be strong here, but at the same time, you have a lot of people watching whatever low value crap an AI can make. Because of the technology being fascinating, I've been seeing so many people losing their jobs and their bosses slash the execs slash the producers, whatever, saying, yes, what you can produce is 100 times more quality. But people still consume this, which is 100 times cheaper, even if it's 100 times less quality. So we're gonna go with this option because bigger earnings. there's a lot of professionals being told right to their face that the AI can never compete with their creative, like, products. But because the AI is that much cheaper, that people still consume it anyway, so it might be a good moment to be a creative in the term of like lack of good content, but there's also a lack of resources and lack of opportunities, because people are used to the terrible state of creation in mainstream media. Oof, that got dark. Let's keep talking about Dracula. Which is significantly less dark because it's fantasy dark. Because it's fantasy horror. I don't think I'm going to go another week without having progress. This time I promise. This time I legitimately will find a way to progress off stream so that we can have some so that we can finish this. I've arrived at the point in which I want to finish this. I'll also watch some tutorials and look for like studies and references on painting so that maybe I can find a faster way to paint as well. Because my normal way to paint, you've seen it before, it's very involved and it's very slow. But maybe, just maybe, I find a faster way to paint, to render. So that we finish this. So that we finish this! We need to finish a bunch of, membership goals. Next week I'm going to be doing Rage Game. And I really need to start properly talking to people for the Phasmophobia one. I need to actually buy the game. What if I just wait for a sale? What if I just wait for a sale and then I don't have to face my fears for a while? No? Too much of a coward move? Okay, let's actually stop this. Let's actually go to the wrap-up screen. It's been 10 minutes, 10 extra minutes, so I really need to actually stop and go to the wrap-up. Okay. But the thin Leonard is coming along. It's coming along thin. It's being very light and very you know, consistently thin, except for the parts where I am purposefully choosing to make it thicker. So that's all good. That's all good. That's all good news. Let's go chat now. And wrap up properly. Vampire Lamia, let's go! I really want to have a vampire outfit for Halloween one day. I'm gonna go ahead and commission an art then. Don't worry about it. I have a vampire art. I made it myself. What I don't have is like a full-on outfit. That is true as long as whatever the creative thing you're making doesn't require significant outside funding. That's what I mean. That's the problem. There's a very big lack of resources. If the race doesn't work with budgets this high, the financial losses would be terrible. Yes, but the financial gains could be amazing. Listen, I was watching a video. I was watching a video of the history of rhythm games. It wasn't super comprehensive. There was a lot that it didn't cover. It didn't cover arcade machines and it didn't cover mobile gaming, but it did involve. It did cover all of the consoles and computer rhythm games, blah blah blah. And I was watching this video, and it mentioned that at the time, nobody trusted in Guitar Hero. At the time, they had a budget of 2 million, which sounds very high, but in the industry for AAA games is very low and was very low even back then. And nobody really had faith in it. Nobody really had faith in it. Because it was a very big gamble. Not only did people need the actual game, but they also needed to buy the guitar thingy. They couldn't, the peripheral. They couldn't play the game without buying something 3 times the cost of the game. They expected it to be a failure. And they invested the 2 million anyways. They got, like, I don't know, 70 million from the first game? Or something like that, that they were absolutely not expecting. And they started a franchise that had at least 20 games in it. They released at least 20 games in that franchise because it was so popular. And none of that would have happened. None of that would have happened. And there was also the competitor from Guitar Hero, which was actually produced by the original people that produced Guitar Hero, because there was a split in the company, blah, 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 blah. The point I'm making is, sometimes big risks end up having incredibly big rewards. And I hate that we are at a time where there's such a refusal to take this big risk. Yeah, sure, you'll have losses. You're rich anyway, you can take a loss. You know, the people who are producing this stuff are super, super rich. They can take a loss. It just, I don't know. If I was a freaking billionaire, I would definitely take risks, even if I had to risk losses. Because I would care about, well, then again, that's the reason I wouldn't be a billionaire. I would care about bringing quality shit into the world. And that's why I'm not gonna be a billionaire. Because the kind of people that reach billionaire stages are probably the ones who only care about profit and not really much more. Hollywood is creatively bankrupt, and most game companies are too, which is in a weird way why I, regardless of all the Nintendo bullshit, respect and appreciate Nintendo and their games. That is how I feel about the indie scene. That's why I feel so passionate about indie games. I didn't bet on it, but I knew it. Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting me to do a lot of that. Yep, a nice chatting stream, goddammit. I said the limbo bar at the top of the ladder. And at least I went under it, right? So a normal stream then, yeah. This is a regular early stream, I know. I mean, I did do some lives. We have some progress. We should have come over and helped you draw. My neighbor, yeah, it's my neighbor's fault. It's my neighbor's fault. And then making progress will make it an unregular stream. Absolutely, that's why we're keeping it consistent, guys. This is on purpose, to keep it consistent. I don't really understand how you can get lost in Lord of the Rings. It's the purple prose. Everything is described in such a like profound way with such big words and phrases that just get on the long side, you know, like it's the way of writing. It's what's known as purple prose. That just it kind of like doesn't allow me to flow within the book, and I get like stuck basically. The only games I feel love put into them this past years are God of War, Ragnarok, and Tears of the Kingdom. I could tell you a lot of games that I think have had a lot of love put into them, but they're mostly on the indie scene. I think Cult of the Lamb is definitely, you can see the love poured into it. I've played one, it's called I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It's a narrative kind of like visual novel centered not on romance. There is romance, but like that's not the focus of it. And it's, I really think you can feel the love that the developers put in it. See guys, the stream becomes sad when you change the topic from Dracula. That's why I have to talk about Dracula. It's to protect us. It doesn't matter because you're gonna have an audience and community that will want to see it and support it and make you feel glad to have made what you did. But it does matter though, because you need resources to do the creative shit you want to do. I have so many things I want to do. I have so many really creative stream ideas that I really want to do. But man, the amount of money that they would take to actually come into existence, I cannot explain to you guys that it's gonna take 1 billion years for me to do it myself, and or for me to gather the money in a way that I can actually spend it, and or for me to find professionals that will be willing to work with me on it. I actually did approach someone to start working on some ideas that I have, and I got rejected. I got rejected. Which is very common, by the way. So it's fine. I mean, I go into it expecting it to be rejected, actually, my request. But one day I'll find someone. And a lot of indie games. Yeah, indie games, baby. My favorite part of the book is when Beaumont broke into Dracula's throne room and morphed all over it. My favorite part of Dracula is when Dracula morphed out. It's alright, you have plenty of time before the next summer. Can you imagine if I finish this only by next summer? I think I would die of shame. No, I will work on it. I will work on it tonight while I roleplay. I will work on it tonight while my table is fighting, I don't know, whatever, goblins, orcs, giant. I think we're fighting orcs right now. I think we might have to go fight. No, we're probably gonna fight a witch. I don't know. It's confusing to keep track of the plans when most of the people in the party want to do different things. But I'll keep doing the lines today. Campus is gonna gift it to you then or something. Fastball? I will get it. If I have to get it, I'll get it. But first I need to get something more important, which is available friends to do a collab with me. Just look at Haspin Hotel for reference. By all means, it's a passion project that was rejected, but people still supported that project, and Hell of a Boss is a great free show you can watch. Hell of a Boss is so good! Hell of a Boss is so good! Some of those episodes near the finale, when you can see that the budget kicks in and there are those scenes that are like extremely well animated because you can tell that those were where the budget went most for. Oh boy! Has-Been Hotel, I think, is more important for the author. It feels like much more of a passion project, Has-Been Hotel. But I think Hell of a Boss had such a strong pilot. It's such a quick sell on the show that I'm not surprised it ended up working so well as the first project that they could actually dedicate their time to. And it's so freaking good. I like my lines thick. I like my lines thick on chibis. I want to get a good mastery of thin line art for like more complex pieces. Elyssia made progress, question mark? I did make some progress. Listen, I made some progress. It's not the best amount, but it is some. The sketch is finished. Hey, the sketch is completely done. Lies, the hair needs a lot of... I need to do the hair as I do the line art. I don't like that. But it's only like 2 pieces of the hair. And the rest is handled. Victory, question mark? Five Nights at Freddy's is pretty well known for its Kickstarter that made a whole $0. Exactly what I'm talking about! Look at Five Nights at Freddy's! It's a project that literally nobody gave any amount of faith to. Literally nobody gave a crap, nobody gave a cent. And now it's a fucking multi-million-dollar franchise. Sometimes you have to take risks. And it sucks that the only people willing to take risks seem to be those who have actually a lot to lose if our risk goes poorly. That destroys my heart. Black and orange snake looks good in my head. I want to be a vampire. I don't want to be a Halloween pumpkin colored black and orange snake. I want to be a vampire. If creative people start to lead the companies of the future and become pioneers in the industry, then we might just outright get better content. Even if half of it is AI, it will maintain the integrity. I think it's on us as consumers to really support things that we have faith in and that we like. Here's the thing. For example, I'm not interested in watching any more Marvel movies in cinemas. I'm not interested in getting hyped and feeding that machine. It's not creative anymore. It feels stale. It feels like they're doing the same thing over and over. I'll watch the movies eventually, but it doesn't feel creative at all anymore. It feels like just a cash grab to me. To me. But I am very interested in watching. And I am going to try and go to the movies. I am very interested in Barbie. I am very interested in Renfield. I am very interested in the journey of the Demeter. You know? I am very interested in Spider-Verse. I am very interested in things that really give me faith for creative endeavors. I think we have to like legitimately think of what we want to encourage with our time and our money. I don't know. Personally, I'm excited to support indie game creators, for example. Not so much with AAA games that I feel are going to be more of the same. Major companies cannot afford to risk it because they put in enough money into their products that a flop can end up spelling the end of the studio. But who realistically gives a crap about anything they produce? I don't know that it's exactly like that, though. I don't know that it's exactly like that. I think they do have the wiggle room to risk it. A hard grain, I believe in the Asmongold quote, video game companies are too big to succeed. Basically, it means that they're so big they can't make anything compelling. I don't know that I agree with that, though. I don't know that I agree with that. Because maybe not about video game companies. I'm not entirely sure how that works. But movies and things like musicals, like theater shows, they normally have producers, people whose entire involvement in the project is just putting money in. And these producers, they are normally people who have so much goddamn money. So much money. Those are the people who have to take the risk and invest in the things that don't feel like a safe bet, and it doesn't feel like they do. Their profits bigger, but are the profits bigger than extending franchise that people already like? The profits of something that nobody expected to be good and then is are insanely high. You wouldn't spend $1 billion in your life. I would worry about having to become a billionaire or a millionaire either. Oh, absolutely. I'm never gonna spend $1 billion in my life. I'm never gonna be close to, like, seeing $1 billion in value. I don't think I'll ever come close to even seeing somebody else spending $2 billion. That's not the life I'm close to. Physically, that's not something that could exist in my entire country, I don't think. Billionaires care more about profit than people's lives, Ellie. That's common knowledge. I know. You just need to make enough money doing the thing you want to do to live a comfortable life. Oh yeah, absolutely. Me, as a person, yeah. I just wish the people who do have the money, that they would invest in cool original stuff and creative endeavors. As a consumer, I crave more creative endeavors. I just want more good shit. Did you actually finish the top of the hair? I finished the visible part of the hair. I'm not gonna do the top of the hair because there's a hat in between. You know? There's a hat in there. So there's no reason to... Oh my god, I drew so many lines that are not gonna be visible. Now that I notice. Now that I'm talking to you about the hat. I drew so many parts. Not that many, not that many. But there's a hat in there. I don't need to do the top of the head. I did the bangs. That's what matters. Big words, Ellie. I read it like it was... Like, I literally read it when I was 5. But you know me, I have 2 neurons. I will stand by creative people will continue to exist and thrive in their own small scene, yes, but enough for us to return our humanity. I'm not at all scared or concerned about AI. I am because it means that there's going to be a lot less people who can actually do this. There's a lot less people who can actually work on this if producers decide that their bottom line is more important than bringing good stuff into the world. And that means as a consumer, we'll get less cool, good stuff. And that as a creator, that we will have less opportunities. Thankfully, there's a lot of like laws happening right now about it. Asuna, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Nice, I still arrive at the tangents, yes. Dominic, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. It's been a while, how are you? Hi. I missed most of the stream, didn't I? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. True creative people find ways to be creative and create things. You don't just use money to make stuff. Hell, my favorite moment in creation I've done took me literally $0 and it was your gift. Yeah, but also, if you don't have the resources to get help, you end up taking much more time, which reduces the amount of other projects that you can work on. There's this one movie that was done by one guy. Actually, I don't know why I'm using this example. It's falling apart because I don't remember enough details. But games. Iconoclast is a Metroidvania that was produced by one person. He did the entire thing. It took him, I think, 14 years or something like that. And by the time he finished and started working on his next game, like, just think about the amount of games that he's probably not gonna get to do because doing one game takes him so long, you know? You're bottleneck to yourself if you say money is the only thing holding you back. It's money or time. You have to choose. You have to choose. If you don't spend money, you spend time, and both are limited resources. I love Hell of a Boss. Hell yeah, it's so good. It's so good. It also surprised me the author actually was able to finish a project. I was used to following that girl as an animator. I didn't know that she made like comics and stuff. I was pleasantly surprised though. Has-Been seems like the relatively more serious story. Has-Been seems like the more yeah, like the more long-term plot-heavy story. However, Hell of a Boss also has like a pretty interesting plot ramp-up, I would say. Hell of a Boss has better story than some animes. Hell of a Boss is really good, and yes, some animes are bottom of the barrel. When my friend was doing a commission for me last year, she tried to hand me in lines so thin I couldn't even see them. We ended up having the lines being thickened 3 times. I see what you mean then about you liking fake lines. Oh boy, a franchise that was constructed on a budget of 0 money. Man, it's like money isn't everything when it comes to creating something great. I know. But with money behind you, you can do more with your project because you can actually do it in a decent amount of time, and then you can keep working on like other things that you also want to do. And you can do it, you can probably do it with more budget, so you can probably do it with more quality. Daniel, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I came in time to hear you laugh in a very good way. Good. I've been laughing about some stuff, but now we are on serious topics. At the same time, FNAF is a proof that you can be super successful without having huge amounts of money backing you up. Sure, success on level of FNAF or Undertale is like winning a lottery, and most of us can't hope on that. Yes, but I don't know if it's coming across. What I mean to say is that imagine if Undertale or FNAF had been invested on by people who have the money to make the risk. Imagine if they could have done those games faster or better or with less anxiety or whatever. Maybe we would have the exact same game we have today. Or maybe it would be slightly better in quality. Or maybe we would have all of Deltarune by now. Who knows? I don't know. I certainly don't. But the thing is, those franchises prove that taking risks is worth it. And that's what I'm focusing on. Preach, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I know that you wrote that when I was talking about Marvel. I saw it pop up, and yes. I think we agree. I'm just focusing on something different. You can live as a creative person without ever releasing a hit. Yes, you sure can. You sure can, for sure. I've given up on Marvel movies. I haven't given up necessarily, but they're nowhere near the top of my priority list. Like, I'm like 5 movies behind at this point, and I don't really care that much. Because they're doing the same thing over and over again. The market is absolutely oversaturated. It's rare to see something novel nowadays. Yeah, and that's why I'm complaining. By the way, what's the pinned link? It's Dracula Daily! I encourage you to go join. It's good. It's on us to support and not support stuff that we like and dislike. Companies want our money, and they should only get it when we're actually invested in what they make. Yeah. Like Oswald Gold says, more people should refund games that are either broken at launch or just flat out suck and not feed the machine. I also agree with that, and that's why I play so many demos. I don't want to add games to my wish list and then like spend money on them and then realize that I didn't care for them. I want to know that I'm enjoying what I'm buying. Yeah, I go through my life supporting what I enjoy and ignoring what I don't, and I haven't complained once. That is the right way. That is the right way. If you don't like the game, don't play it. That is just such a good motto to live by, even if it doesn't apply to games. Especially with games, because they can be quite time-consuming. I think it's such a good thing. Like, maybe with a movie, at most you lost 2 hours. But with a game, you can lose so many freaking hours. And, like, you're not just losing your money. You're also losing your time. So you really should just use it on things that you like. Some people have gotten so used to the mediocre or just slightly bad. Because of that, anything only slightly better than mediocre, people start throwing money at it like it's a cure to death. That I do think. Keep though so we can rub her face in 6 years from now when she's a millionaire. That's not gonna happen. I mean, sure, clip it. That's not gonna happen anyways. Clip it, go ahead. I dare you. There's going to be less people that can work producing mediocre and inspired content. Yeah, but there's also gonna be less people that can work producing good shit. It really has been a while. Damn, it has been. How have you been? How have you been? Tell to me. Welcome. Hi. Great laugh for welcome. Hi. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. You alright at the tail end of the stream? For real, we are wrapping up. By the way, guys, we are wrapping up. Let's stop trying new topics. Although we haven't been talking about new things. We've been just like saying staying on topic. But we do need to wrap it up. Nothing should change for people that actually release compelling content. Oh. I mean, I wish it was the case, but unfortunately I feel it will. School has been kicking me hard. I hope that at least you're doing well in your studies, Dominic. I hope your studies are doing well. If you're concerned about creative people not doing good stuff because of AI, then just don't consume it and consume the actually creative people. Oh, that's what I do. Every time I watch someone, I see someone on Twitter that's posting AI art, I block them. Anyone who's defending AI art, I block them. Every time YouTube recommends me an vtuber, I'm like, please don't recommend it to me. I'm very when I say this, and I hope it's not preachy, but when I preach spend your time and money on things that you want to support, I definitely live by that motto. I definitely live by that. I'm the kind of person who is watching a video, and if the video creator says something that I feel like it's like a very bad, very garbage take, I'll just close the video immediately. Like, if I want to find out about this, I'll just ask around. We just talked about how the companies already do not give them the money to work on what they want to produce. Yeah, that's what I was focusing on. Consume the creative people. Crap it. Eat them so that the creativity ends in your veins. Whoa, I didn't know Iconoclast was a one-man show. Yeah, Iconoclast is a one-man show, and it took like a decade or something. It's impressive. When you know that it was done by one person, it's like, whoa, this is a really fucking polished game for a one-person production. Actually, I'm just preaching the choir at this point. I think you're overreacting, but I also understand why you feel the way you do. I think we're all kind of on the same page. They have extra flavors. They wouldn't be as popular as they became. Limitation is the source of creativity, or whatever the saying was. I think limitation as a source of creativity comes from a different place. Like, if you're told, hey, you, write me a story now, you'll go, a story about what? And they say, anything. You'll have so many options that you'll go into choice paralysis and you won't really know what to do. But if somebody comes here and says, hey, you, write me a story, and you go, about what? And they say, about forbidden love, immediately you'll have more viable ideas and you'll be more excited about them because you won't be completely paralyzed by the limitless capabilities. And then if someone comes in and says, hey, you, I want a story right now about forbidden love because two people are in different sides of a war, then you'll have even better options because limiting the scope of it allows you to really get into the details. Forbidden love, okay, Mantis Girl is a go. See how you immediately like latch onto something and your creativity starts spinning really fast? When I said that, I was thinking about a book called The Time War, in which the two like lovers are on different sides of like a time traveling dispute or of some kind. And see how many different ways you can take it? It's so cool. But if I don't limit it and say, give me a story about anything, you could spend months thinking because there's too many things that it could be. And so you'll never actually polish something. Or not never, but it will take that much longer. It's gonna be that much clumsier. Nintendo basically took Toby Fox in his arms at this point. They know how valuable he is, the creator of Undertale and Deltarune. Yeah, I'm so surprised that he's actually composing for Nintendo. I mean, I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. Undertale was based on games already super popular like Touhou. Touhou had the entirety of Akihabara and Trainlines covered with its character illustrations. Come on. I thought he was inspired by Earth or something like that. I've never played the original game, so I don't know what it is. But I heard it many times that it was inspired by something like Earth or Mother or something. I don't know. Did I make it? Creed, you made it to the kind of like the end of it. I think Undertale was mostly inspired by Earthbound. That one, Earthbound. If everyone starts donating red soup as every stream to you, it might happen. It's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna happen. Touhou was also a whole cultural movement basically by one person. Really? It was also by one person? I didn't know. It's 4:36 a.m. here. Oh god, I hope that you get to sleep later, Creed. I hope that you get to sleep. I'm not trying to come out as preachy, but says the preacher. Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to be preachy, but I feel strongly about this kind of topics. You just need to think more entrepreneurial, Ellie. For example, a corporate VTuber is currently giving away her chair to the highest donor. That is insane. That is really original. That is really original. You know what? That's really cool. Is it an important chair? Is it like a really cool chair, or is it just like any chair? That's why I said popular games. Even if it was inspired by popular games, though, it was something that was not a rehash. That's what's important. School has been going well. Had to drop one class because reasons, but I have finals next week. Woo! Good luck! I'm really looking forward to the month of break I have before summer school. Hope you have been well. I hope that you have good luck in your exams. I hope that studying doesn't feel like a drag. I hope that you do good, and I hope that you feel good, and I hope that you enjoy summer break. Write a story about a worm that negates its roots? Fuck you. A snake falls in love with an awakened art AI in chat room. No, I'm banning that story. I am burning it. I am printing it out just so I can burn it. Too much freedom kills expression, since expression is usually done through the limited materials that are given. Too much freedom just keeps you like constantly evaluating all of the options instead of going into detail and refining one of them. Undertale was inspired by Toby's mother. I don't know! I don't know those classic games! Have mercy! Have mercy! I don't know those older games! A signed chair? Anything signed can be cool, right? A lot of us also think Toby Fox composed Marine's third song, Treasure Box. Wait, there are no credits? I assume that they were credited. I mean, whoever, like, produced it. It's a thing that famous people rest their butts on for a long time, so pervert. Oh my god, I just realized. Oh, I just realized. No, man. Man, do people want the chair because it had contact with the buttocks? Seriously? It's her old chair that she has been sitting on for who knows how long. The internet, huh? Such a wonderful, magical place. Faith in lost. At least she's putting art on it. At least she's putting art on it. Let's hope. Listen, we need this to. I need this to cope. Okay, I'm gonna cope right now. But. They want it for the art. That's why the chair's gonna be popular, because she's putting art on it. Yeah. We're gonna believe that? We don't believe it, but if we say it enough, we might believe it at some point. Anyways, there already has a somewhat mystery name. Oh, like a different name. Like he used a different name. I might be someone who's down bad, but I'm not that down bad. Good, I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy. Hurry, I should realize. Yeah, I wish I hadn't. The composer is Yuzi Inu, a mysterious composer who, even with older projects, people have wondered if it's secretly Toby Fox. So it could be a completely different person or just a different alias. That's interesting. According to Crunchyroll, the song itself is composed by Undertale creator Toby Fox under the pseudonym Yuzi Inu, arranged by Chameleon, lyrics from both of them. Okay, so maybe if it's on Crunchyroll, shouldn't that be like official? If you guys didn't see that one coming, you guys are the reason we say humanity is getting dumber. Or maybe we have hope! Or maybe we have hope in humanity, crumpets! I see you're not ready to be a real entrepreneur yet. No. Shitskin gloves, you make millions. I would never part with my gloves. Isn't Inu dog in Japanese? An annoying dog is basically Toby's self-insert? Inu is dog in Japanese. Annoying dog isn't the same as just dog though. Uzai Inu. Uzai! Oh, I get it now. But if it's only based on that, it could be a coincidence. There's many people who use dogs to represent themselves. Yuzi Inu is growing Alec. Like, see, we have a dog in our chat. We just figured it out, and yes, that's the backstory. The backstory, Retouch. But I mean, it could be a coincidence. Annoying Inu can be Urusai Inu, Kuso Inu. That's what I mean. That's why it could be several things. Ellie, hey, welcome, Alcalidian. Welcome, hi, how are you doing? You arrived at the literal end of the stream. I reached the bottom of the chat, so I was going to close off the stream. Hi. How are you? I'm so sorry. But yeah, you reached kind of at the worst point. We are gonna go. We were gonna go. Ah, shucks. Yeah, I'm sorry. Another stream that has been going on for 20 minutes. 20 minutes too long. I know. 20 minutes too long. But better late than ever. I'm sorry. It's just that I really have to go. It was indeed the dog shit poster, and resident hospital guard secretly also a famous composer that collabed with Camellia of all people. I mean, there could be many other people who represent themselves as dogs. And now we play Smite? I wish. I really do. But, I have to handle... Thursdays are like a day where I do merienda and then I handle dinner immediately because I don't want it to happen when I'm role-playing. And every single time, my table is like, oh, look who finally showed up because I'm like 10 minutes late because I'm finishing dinner. It's quite annoying, but that's Ellie's Thursdays. But yeah, I'm gonna go now, guys. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you very much for watching the outstanding amount of progress. Oh my god, if you weren't here in the entire show, I finished it. I finished it. You will not believe it was entirely done by the time I finished, and then I lost the file somehow. So now I have reverted back to not having the entire progress, but you know, you just trust that I finished it. Just can't keep up with time. I can't. I'll sit on the table for you. No, nobody's gonna handle my character except me. Thank you for the Dracula stream. Thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed. Glad I got a bit of the stream. I'm glad you could catch a little bit, and I'm sorry that you got here at the end. But have a good evening. Yeah, have a good evening too. Such a shame that she lost the war. I'm drawing it. Took her off stream today. Why did you have to bring a worm into it? Why did you have to bring a worm into it? But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, guys. See, I'll be here tomorrow for more Schoolgirls. We're doing the last tutorials, probably, hopefully. Checking out the palettes, the color palettes, and yeah, I'll see you then. I'll see you when I see you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please don't forget to stretch. Please don't forget to drink plenty of water. Try to eat nutritiously and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, don't forget to be kind to yourself and others. And take care, okay? Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.